What's up, guys? Back for more VoD review. We've got the Flying Oysters against KC and what was a pretty big upset from this past night. So curious to tune into this one. As always, thanks so much for tuning into VoD review. Point is the VoD review all first stand. We're catching up on games today. Follow me everywhere at Cubby, especially on Twitch where I stream these live like we're doing right now. And likes, comments, and subs help the channel a lot. That said, let's dive on in. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, game one. The Flying Oysters with a pretty strong draft. I gotta say, K-Corp's bans are really weird here. Like, these are very common red side bans, and they left up everything. I will say, I'm not a Flying Oyster expert. I am familiar with some of their players. And Chai. I actually played against Chai in solo queue at one of the worlds that he was a sub for AHQ. That was fun. Anyway, a lot of power picks for the Flying Oysters in round one. And we're playing... I mean, I think that a lot of the cores that I've seen for Vi Aurora, again, we're taking this again as KC, that's taken later in the draft, but just not games that I want to see Vi Aurora played in. I don't think Aurora is good into what's showing here. You're accepting you have to play a really fucking fast game. I mean, I guess we can help with the dive, but again, like... What I like right now is that we can really punish Rumble and sides, and we have follow-up for the Vi. I guess, like, we need push. We need to execute these on our own. My fear is that I feel like a Victor pick in this scenario, like, really plays into what's showing well. So I like the Poppy ban. I think that Yone ban is okay, too, because, like, Yone... Yeah, I mean... Bans are okay. I wonder if there's a different pick we can take here on 4. Let's take Rakan on 4. I don't really love Rakan this game, but... if you Rakan, like, what, you get Reld or Nautilus? I guess Rel doesn't feel great. Could you just take Rel blind? I kind of like Rel. Rel has good interactions with Skarner. But then again, you probably get knotted. I don't like the Aurora. I don't think even if Aurora's taken here, like having a control mage actually brings some stability to this game. There's no stability for KC in this comp. The onus is definitely on them to make plays though into this, like this, and you can make plays in the Rumble. You can make plays into this, so I feel like KC at least have ways to play this game out. So I felt like some of the drafts they had against TL they didn't, but the fact they gave Rumble and Skarner away is actually a lot. What's up, Palace? Oh, shit. Day 2? Oh, this looks much better. I still don't like how the player cam is going to be, like, smaller, but that's fine. PTA? Okay. Second wind. Everything else pretty standard. Okay. Alright, yeah, everything else pretty standard. I like this better. I still don't think it's necessarily an upgrade. Actually, mirrored clears here instead of matched. We've seen mostly match clears in games. I hate the top part. I'm actually kind of okay with the top part. I just think that they need to swap where kills and towers are. And find a way to, like, permanently have dragons up. Just extend it a little bit. My biggest issue is that it actually takes up, like, some of the spots, like, where action is. This is already an upgrade, though. Of all the crazy things you said in this chat, Yanya, that might be the craziest one. Like, the fact that he's just, like, singling out one player that's playing really well, and then it's like you didn't list examples in that, like, on top of that single player is... Oh, no, we have screen tearing. Man kind of fisted, I just want to say that, you know, getting farmed by every mid he's played so far, the Yumi had twice the damage of Vladdy in that game, in that game 3 on the Talia, so, you know, I don't think that's getting farmed. Don't fall into Yanya bait, guys. He's here for chat engagement, alright? Yeah, I mean, the Aurora Victor matchup, like, if this thing goes on... Okay, so this is actually something that we can actually talk about, since we've had mirrored clears. So, Yike... Hold on. Yike full cleared, right? Yeah. Okay, wards. Vladdy is post TP and so low for this. Spend... What? What is this Vladdy TP, man? I'm actually just disgusted by this TP. Joey Bosa of the Bills? Nice. Go Bills. What is this TP, man? Like, you're Amptone 1 pot, and I guess conditions are bad, but, like, I just don't think you can afford to burn a TP this early for this. It's like, I mean, he just comes, like, again, if mid isn't fucked with at all, it is super, super, super advantageous for the Victor. Aurora can't push Victor out, and Victor just gets to scale and, like, be Victor. Also, he's using the best Victor skin. Especially the old Creator Victor skin. This one, I think, still is the best. That skin's so fucking cool. I'm a bit surprised that Tops is even as it is. I know Rumble can kind of get up early in that matchup, but then, like, once Ambessa gets 6 and gets going, it's pretty hard for Rumble. They're just assisting Vladdy by getting a base timer. So, like, they had to go fix his lane. They can't make a play to actually, like, go for Victor Flash. That's tough. I do think that with Aurora 6, like, this is a good fight. Wow, they gave... I guess Skarner gets 6 off that. So the crab made the difference. The fact that oysters are here first is what made the difference. The fact that... Bro. Okay, if the play here... I'm actually really curious what happened here for K-Corp. Like, that hover, Yike just blew a control ward, and then ends up being late to Grubs, because he takes Krugs too. But I can see why, like, you take Krugs, right? Because with this now, if you're Crab plus Grub or double Grub, you hit 6, and then you just win the fight. So, like, for me, that's a little bit more acceptable, but the hover on bot side was for nothing. Oh, no, okay, it wasn't for nothing. He got VoD base. He could have hovered other side, which is a bit of a flip. They had more control over the top side, and he would have had quicker access to his camps. Is he even needed here for the hover? He isn't. He really isn't. Like, only Targamas needs to be here. Wow. Also, like, can't you just hit Kaiwing there and get a really positive trade? Like, Eclipse is down. If you wait the shit out, and they've leached so much XP from VoD, by the way, like he ding 6 the last second. I mean, he's almost down to full level. And then they don't walk through this. I think that they just have to walk through. Fucking walk, like, man up. Kalis can't walk through. I think VoD's gonna walk through, but I also don't know what a level 4 Kai'Sa's doing here. I think Kai'Sa should fuck off and be bot. And if they send 5 to this, then Kai'Sa benefits. Kai'Sa's just not useful level 4 at this fight. Like, for me, there's so much shit going on that's bad from K-Corp. Between, like, relate to this. Why do we have Kai'Sa here? Like, Kai'Sa just brings nothing to this fight. I'd rather sack 3 grubs and get Kai'Sa ahead than, like, even think about contesting this. Legitimately. Yike smites away 1. I think that, again, K-Corp are just way overcommitting to shit. And they do have to make plays with this comp. But, like, again, that makes being late to grubs, like, really bad. I will say that Junjia going bot did guarantee that, like, Kai'Sa or Ezreal Leona base first against the Kai'Sas. Like, they had the option to swap and not K-Corp, and that hurts. I think a swap here for K-Corp is, like, not bad. And they would have gotten Kai'Sa top. And again, like, it was be able to play the waves while you try and go for any sort of setup. I don't know. So that K-Corp kind of rolled over and died. And it's because they're just not playing map well enough. But, like, they're overcommitting for shit that doesn't matter. Whoa. I mean, positive trade. That's bad. I mean, again, if the Aurora TP's on turret and it's here to clear wave, and then you base Kai'Sa and send Kai'Sa mid, it's okay. You can fix it later. That's really shit. That hitbox is a little janky. That was pretty big. Also, the own is, like, nice and tanky. I don't think there's a lot of frontline here for K-Corp. I don't like the recon pick this game. I think that you needed, I think that Rel was, like, far superior. Like, you're piggybacking off the Vi Ambessa, which is mad, but also, like, you really lack any sort of tank stats. Nice. By the way, I think one other change I like to see for the UI moving forward, this shouldn't all be the same color text and the same size text. I think they actually play around with that. Dude, shout out to whoever had the build/fix this overnight, by the way. Because you know that was an all-nighter after day one. It's a lot more familiar. I just had so many issues, like the health bar being bigger than the fucking ones on screen. It was needed. It was. This is better, but still. I don't think it's superior to what we had before. I'd rather have player cams be big. I truly would. Yes, I wish dragons and grubs were on the screen the entire time too. That's really important. Bill's Bosa is hands down bigger. D-Hop is sadly, his best years are far behind him. Nice. Oh. This is a 2v4 barbecue? Wait, we're just stuck in the wrong side of the map now. Alright, hold on. Oh, Joey Bosa is still a really fucking good player. I mean, this is worth... I feel like there was way more burned by KC, and because they're on a poor side of the map, their tempo is just fucked. Good TP from Vladdy, but still, like, that's a TP gone. TP's burned by Oysters to go play out the map. They're going to get Dragon and bot, and Targamas dies. Okay, so this play just ended up being a tragedy. Well played. Really well played. I think this is all good by Doggo. That's the bad click. Because if he's not in auto range, then there's a chance that he doesn't give away the Eclipse Shield. I mean, I think, yeah, queuing there is fine. Also, got to go through turrets. Doggo got aimbot on. Sip Couchy. Hots fan? Shout out to Hots. I mean, like, his entire team is just fucked with where they're at. So, again, like, for me, this is... I think the big thing, again... I haven't seen K-Corp do anything to actually get a good condition for themselves before one of these fights start. Like, look at this. Like, that's the big thing for me. Like, I'm like, we spawn into the game. It's like, how can we attack Rumble and sides? How can we get Victor Flash to, like, make this shit work, you know? None of that shit's happened. It's been K-Corp overcommitting this stuff and then being forced to burn a lot of shit to respond to stuff because they aren't playing the map well enough. It's like, this is one, like, the engage is good, but this engage, like, it's so much easier if they actually took stuff, got conditions off, and then the way they played out was brutal. Like, multiple TPs burned to recover on the map. Kaisa couldn't connect. She's the only one who can deal damage to Skarner. Yes, but you still got Victor. Like, you don't really care about dealing damage to Skarner if you can take the pieces away around him. Yeah, Kaisa not being able to connect is tough, for sure. Like that's a discussion to have, but like if you're telling me that it's a 4v2 or a 4v3 and like you can get on Victor, I'm okay with that. Yeah, like Kaisa not being able to commit though, it did allow Oysters to rotate, like to end up chasing. Yeah. But their exit was really bad and not soon enough. Well, we spawn in, Callista's already low. That's bad. Shout out Doggo. Doggo's on Triforce, and Callista's no boots. So he's getting peppered. Good chunk. I mean, Yike is actually running it with that Q now. Like, what the fuck is this Q from Yike to just love tap this? Like, what are we doing? I saw it from Vladdy. And, like, they got Victor, which is nice. Okay. I mean, he's got to ult Leona because he's dead. Like, he just has to get out. I mean, he should be ulting, Oh, they don't have vision. Because the... Oh, no, Vladdy's in there. Okay, it was just desynced. There's a control ward in here, so he can't press R on the Victor. It's just desynced. Yeah, Oysters didn't play this well. I think Rest keeping Ambessa out is quite good, but kind of just pressed R and went through. But the big issue is that Doggo got chunked here. If like, why the fuck is Doggo challenging this? Like, this is so grief. Vladdy does a nice job of fogging, so we'll give Vladdy some props. He fogs and jumps over. But just fish for Qs, man. Let's see if Vladdy... And Vladdy is spotted here hitting that ward, by the way. Like, Doggo just needs to, like, move with this team and press Q. Like, that going for that Q on Yike is fucking ballistic. If Doggo has better conditions, I think this fight's actually okay for the Oysters. You're fighting with a flashless Victor, and he's the focus, rightfully so. Yeah, if Doggo had better conditions, he's able to play this one out a little bit more confidently. I think that it's okay for the Oysters, but 2-for-1 for KC. Some trolling going on here by Yike and Doggo for sure. Rift post play goes over to the Oysters, yeah. KC take the bot side of the map, okay. Rest ulted a wave. Chill. Nice, so they killed some tempo. Got a turret for themselves. That's feats. Well played. Actually, they already had feats, my bad. Nice. Oh. ITP is just too deep. I also saw it. Like, that's another change. Like, why? It's such a force. Like, again, I think that fighting here on these conditions is actually not bad. This is the time of the game where if I'm KC, I want to fight. But it's so deep. And, like, we burn our conditions for nothing. I think fighting at this timer is fine. I think fighting at this timer is fine. You have Ezreal, no flash. It's actually a target. Ooh. I mean, one, Skarn, pretty OP. Two, really split here as K-Corp. And I don't love our conditions for this either. I think Doggo's doing a nice job of peppering Callist. Like, look at Callist. Take that damage. That's nice. It's a OKR from Vladdy, but it doesn't catch Doggo. Oh, no, it did. Okay, never mind. Honestly, it was kind of close to getting Doggo, but he had barrier up. Doggo managed this one all right. By the way, we missed the guaranteed kill on rest here. Because if Targamas is ease the Vi and you just combo the Rumble, he dies. So I feel like we're not taking what's in front of us too. Because that's a freebie. That's a freebie. He had flash up too if he needs to make that play. Yeah, I mean, again, he got both carries, but like the follow-up wasn't there. Vladdy threw his combo into the Rumble. So that was the move. I think Vladdy made the... Vladdy played that fight right. Targamas needs to go on the Rumble too. Pause? KC trying too much? Single target comp? A little bit. I like we call that one desync. I think that they have to try things because they have to make plays. They get outscaled in this game. Victor Ezreal, they have a lot of range. They're going to be able to poke K-Corp down. They really don't have anything to tank it. They really need a good... I mean, why is Quiz taking this damage, man? A lot of moments where I'm just seeing Quiz take damage that he can't. Like, this is just not worth taking damage for. What? Bro, what was this int? I know that those YouTube is laggy here. What? I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, if Kana and Vladdy are here, this is doable. But, like, Vladdy's not. And Kana's not with the play. Again, Kana R was late. Vladdy combo missed. Slash was late. And Callist was on bad conditions. He got chunked for nothing. What the? Dude, holy shit. That was... Wow, that's bad. That is going out with a whimper, man. Holy shit. Yeah, they look like they look like they got bashed in scrims going international. Common occurrence. By teams that, you know, are outside of this tournament too. Very common occurrence. And just, like, lost all their confidence. Alright, again, they're way overforcing. They only got to play 3 scrims before the tournament? Okay, that sucks. I mean, who planned that schedule? Hey, you're still fresh off LEC. I mean, I know, like, back when it was DK Challengers with, like, Lucid, Polbay, and Thanatos. And again, like, this happened, like, before Damwon and Griffin played in LCK, like, people were like, these are the best teams. But I know that, like, I had GMs like, dude, this Lucid guy is really fucking good. which he was and is. But yeah, I mean, you get thumped by challenger teams over there, man. It's not like TL weren't practicing or scrimming, right? This is Seoul. KC they're playing through bot. I mean, even this, like, that's brutal. This is like, yeah. Oh, dude, look at Chai. Yeah, Chai. All these teams had the same amount of time to prepare, by the way. It's preparing like post-travel is one thing, but also pre-travel. Like, obviously the LEC split runs longer. I think that that's very fair. But it's not like you're not prepping or like not scrimming, at the highest level. And also you play on live patch now for everything. So it's not like you're going 3 patches forward in a week. Everyone has the same amount of time to experience the patch, just that you have to adopt your new situation, like practice teams over there. It's not like they weren't practicing before they went. I think that, like, again, some of the conditions, you have to look at this a little bit different. Yanya's baiting, don't worry about it. Imagine if G2 were here. Hit the Nexus. Damn, that Rumble was popping. Good game from Rest. I thought the Rumble was nice. We didn't talk about the Rumble much, but that was nice. All right. Good game 1. Flying Oysters popping off. Oh my god, we have a brand. Yo? Oh, hey! Some first pick Varus. I likey. Yone Jace, and then we just fucking slam a Scion. Lit as fuck. Yo, let's go. I gotta say, Scion into this is like pretty good. Because you probably want to go poke Varus with this comp, and if you're playing Scion of the poke Jace and Varus, like, you actually have a lot of ways to walk in. I don't love the MF, but I never love MF. I think this is where I'd advocate for Ash Gaming, but again, we have really no tank against a comp where, like, we can just really throw ourselves in here. So important that the early game goes well for K-Corp, because if not, like, the Sejuani just gets to dictate this game entirely, I think. I mean, it kind of has to be the on-hit Varus now, no? I think that this comp, like, it does run out of damage eventually, but I think that they really can throw themselves in there and make plays, because there's just no frontline on K-Corp. I don't like this draft from K-Corp. I think they're really missing a frontline. Like, really missing a frontline. Dude, hold on. This sign is lit. Holy shit. What a sign. Okay, it is on hit Varus. All right. Really bone plating for Jace into Scion matchup? Really? Scion OTP to play Scion game? Yeah, I think so. I like it. By the way, being a Scion OTP and being named Driver is sick as fuck. By the way, still like the idea of you get to pick who plays the game after draft. We're going to do Fearless Draft. All right. He better play Choo Choo Orn. Okay. So we got 3 camp by Sedge. And Brand's going to full clear. Nice. Good use of MF. Ouch. So Yike shows for nothing. Loses Crab. And then we have the Sedge return to the camps, which is smart. Really nice opener from Oysters. Oh, he's going to skip blue and take the second crab? Lit. Pull starts for each. Any sort of swaps that go... I'd love to see MF Rel swap top. I think that against like Sackside Scion sounds really fucking good to me. Warden's Mail Rush. Nice. Good flash. A little bit surprised we didn't see any movement before Grubs from Oysters. I think that they did have bot prio at some point. I don't know what the fuck happened here. And that's a good timer. It's a lot invested to protect the blue buff. Like, it's kind of a win for KC. Nothing like a good old brand grub take. Nice. Okay. So the post grub play didn't work. I think Doggo could have played up a wee bit more. Like, after this one, I don't know why he's back clicking here if this is the play. And nice out from Targamas. Also, I mean, Junjia just fucking missed W. Okay. If he throws a better W, Targamas does. Oh, he still does. Okay. Okay. Decent try by Targamas to get out, but yeah, it was a nice double up. Dude, the second win on Science working overtime. He ate some of his cookies there to live. Yeah. Oh. I don't like this fight for KC. I think this is good conditions for Oysters. I mean, first off, Jace is going to match TP. Park's dead for sure. I mean, that's actually not bad for K-Corp. I think it went a lot better than what it should have been. They lost a ton of flashes for that play, though. But it's kind of matched. Ooh. Okay, that's bad. Okay. We're done. Nice flash by Talia there. I'm gonna assume it's just Honkyu. It's not good. Really nice though. Like the fish on the Q and then having the confidence to make that play is really good. Like that actually made the play winning. I thought the play was okay for K Corp until that. Because you get a lot of points on Jace. Then we're insta fighting. I mean, again, I think CFO gets to throw their weight around in these scenarios. They just don't want to give up 6. Yeah, they got 1. I think they're okay with that. Oh? The Oysters? I mean, again, I just don't, I do not like K-Corp's draft. I do not like the fact that, like, they're going for this, like, disconnected from mid. I don't think they should be going for this at all. I think Yona should be fucking bought. You got the first 3 grubs. If they want to overcommit this hard, let them. Like, take what comes to you. What's up, Coach Tater? It feels like they need to fix, like, their entire approach to the game. I think they're, like, really overplaying their hand like this, and it's just getting them into trouble. I think they just need to take what's given to them. They're, like, really trying hard to make shit happen. And this approach is terrible. Like, Kawis is not playing Poke Varus. He's playing on-hit Varus this game. What can you do as Varus when you're, like, going to approach like this? Like, him and Kana need to swap places. I mean, like, the R's fine. Like, he does good damage, but still. He gets nothing done. And then the engage from the tanks, like, no one can absorb it, and it's really good. They end up getting 3 in the chase. Yeah, they feel, I mean, they feel desperate to me. I don't know what you think, Taters, or, like, if you've seen it a lot, but yeah. That's pretty tough. I think Khan has been alright so far, yeah. I mean, again, like, this looks bad for Yike, and it is bad for Yike, but I hate this draft for K-Corp. Like, who, the Sej Scion is showing so early, who the fuck can catch this engage? I think that you actually have to have the balls to kind of blind rel in this draft. I really think so. Like, just something that can catch the shit. And when you pick, like, a Jace, Brand, Yone topside, that does not make sense to me. Like, what actually creates openings and creates space for the Brand, which can do so much damage, like, it just ends the game for your team. Like, if you're going to play Brand, I think you, like, Cassante goes up in infinite value. Just, like, being able to play tanks is flexible. I know that I believe he was banned this game, but still. Like, that, like, Ornn. Like, play this kind of shit with Brand. Like, instead, I mean, like, what can Yike do here? I mean, like, again, his flash, I don't think his flash is good. Yeah, you are committing the sideline if you draft like this, but they're grouping for fucking everything. Like, we 5-man first grubs, we 5-man second grubs, like... So I'm with you, Limo. That is so funny. Damn, dude. K-Corp got 2-0'd by that. That's crazy. Like, again, I mean, according to, like, Limo, you bring up a good point. You are correct. Like, why the fuck are we all here? You know? And I'd say, I feel like that's just been the... Like, a lot of the series for KC is, like, just why are we all here? I've seen Vladdy on the Yone deploy mid the entire game. Like, why are we not putting the Yone bot, like, actually committing to, like, play for the Yone? Yes. I think TL wins. If TL lose, they beat themselves. I think this draft is just like this game was just atrocious from K Corp. Actually atrocious. Like, draft and play, like actually, like 1 out of 10. I just don't know why we're all there. I mean, I would rather have the Oysters last. I don't know. Like, that's the only match that matters, realistically. Dude, the Talia wall and the sign alt, by the way, is pretty fun. I mean, that's one way to get a flash out. Also, like, if you're playing into the Scion one trick, why would you pick this top side? I guess you might be able to side lane into the Scion, but, I mean, again, who can... No, you didn't pick a single person that can actually catch a Scion engage. That's just so puzzling to me. That's a very respectful flash. I think it's warranted, though. Also, like, he knows that if his conditions are fine, then they just get dragons. So I actually appreciate that flash a lot. Feels like they kind of like recommitted back to the style of, you know. Oh my god. Ivan was banned, I believe. Just anyone that could have... I think the brand was picked so early that, like, you can't critique the brand. I'm critiquing the fact that no one can catch Scion. That's from the OQ that we're co-streaming this weekend, Cultivation. We're going to co-stream the games again this upcoming weekend. A lot of streaming going on here. It's been kind of fun. Appreciate you guys hanging out and hanging around. Go check for yourself, Yanya. We'd love another viewer. And yes, we were very pro TL. It was fun. Dude, I legitimately cannot believe what I'm watching from KC, like, in this series. I honestly cannot believe it. Did you watch the G2 series? I mean, yeah. I just, like... It's been a long time since I've, like, seen a team, like, just draft horribly and then just, like, play to the completely wrong condition and play to, like, a level of desperation at this high of a level. Like, again, you are the LEC representative. I cannot really list like a lot of positive plays or moments from KC in the first two series we've seen. They've played the two other weaker teams of the tournament. 100 Thieves at Worlds. I feel like that was more of individual punishment and also some bad drafts. It's a decent comparison, but again, this is the number 1 seed. Putting the house on TES 2-0. All right, honest budget. At least we're being honest about our budget. I mean, I think you're going to get potato odds for that, by the way. Yeah, again, like 100 Thieves were... they were expected to get out, but they had the easy draw. But again, like, this is the LEC 1 seed, and this is, like, just disgusting. Quist has flash, by the way. Like, my man. GG. Just so... like, again, when no one can catch the fucking Scion Sejuani, like, where is our Alistar? I think Alistar is kind of hard to play until we have MF, but still. Like, that's the idea. Like, where's our Braum? Putting the house on a 2-0 for CFO against HLE. I mean, that's one way to make 10 houses. Conquer Brand's a thing. Yeah, I think Conquer is actually the right thing to do on Brand. Like, especially if you're playing a double tank like this. I don't like Electrocute Brand. I like Blue Tree a lot better. Or blue or yellow. I think blue plus yellow is the way to go. Dude, what a fucking play, by the way, by Honkyu. Guy's the fucking... a manly man going for this. I don't know what would make the patch horrible for Brand. I think the fact that lane swaps are dead actually does really help Brand. Because he wants a very stagnant first 2 clears into grubs. And you can get self-sufficient lanes to put around that. Yes, this draft is very bad. Again, who can catch Scion Sedge? Like, no one. And, like, you're playing for perma 5s. Is this live? Oh, no. This is what I was skipping over. Putting the house on Doggo Tournament MVP. It really wasn't a hands gap. Like, this is... I don't... I mean, there are a few moments where, like, hands are nice, but I just think that the way... what was drafted and how it was played, there is just so much dissonance and desperation there. Oh my god, this Scion's such a Chad. Alright, I mean, that was a series, guys. Man, I mean, I didn't watch the series live. I woke up to the K-Corp getting 2-0'd, and this is worse than I thought it would be. Like, if you're a KC fan, this is way worse than I thought it would be. Anyway. Alright, guys, that's it for this VoD review. I got one more left on the stream, but that's it for this YouTube VoD. Thanks so much for tuning in. As always, follow me over at CubbyXX. Likes, comments, subs help the channel out a lot.